everyone. So today I just want to say something about sacred geometry as my favorite things to do and work with, and its ability to train your brain. And one of the most profound things that I rarely discuss as a benefit of working with sacred geometry is recognizing patterns. So not only in design but in your everyday life, our ability to recognize patterns gives us so much control of what happens in our life. So when you repeatedly draw a circle or create the flower of life from Metatron's cube, you're not just creating beautiful images or calming your nervous system or repetitive patterning. You're engaging in a subtle, very powerful practice that helps your brain to identify this repetition, that make you realize and reflect on the structure of shapes, on the line, and the awareness of the loops that repeating itself. So same happens in our lives. So sometimes a lot of people that I work with struggle with overgiving in relationship, whether it's your friends at work, just random people. You find yourself always being the one who compromises, overextends, who tries to please and eventually feel unappreciated, depleted, resentful. So even after recognizing it once, you fall in the same pattern again. If somebody asks you to do something you don't want to do, you automatically say yes. If you get to do things that you don't like, but you're compromising and you please someone and you say yes. And this is a repetitive pattern that happens with you. So now imagine you've been working consistently with the sacred geometry of flower and tracing the same patterns, repeating shapes, meditating and coloring them in the same place. And then you begin to notice the circular pattern I've drawn is exactly how my energy moves. I'm giving outward, forgetting about keeping me inside. So when you do this work, you'll start recognizing of how you're coloring your sacred geometry. What is the object that you pick up when you draw it? And every time you draw this cube, you feel grounded, you feel stable, you feel like you own it. But in real life, you always say yes even when you don't want to. And instead of saying no, you agree to things to please. So your brain trains by repetition, becomes more attuned to your life loops. So next time you're about to give away or give out, you'll have that recognition of, wait, I've seen this shape before, I felt like that before, I want to be in my cube, in the place where I want to own and feel grounded and be ready to say no. So what triggered it? What can I do differently? And that moment of recognition gives you agency. You can pause, reframe, and choose a new action, one that aligns with your growth, with your ability to change and not go onto the old programming. So sacred geometry is like a mirror. It becomes a mirror and a map, a way to reflect your inner world and observe your patterns. And then when we work in active creative with sacred geometry, there's a lot of helping aspects of working with sacred geometry. It regulates your emotions, it increases your self-awareness, it calms your nervous system. But one thing is not usually mentioned as how you rewire your old patterns into the new patterns. So I advise you to try it, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me.